Hey, guys. Altavis Pelzer here, the voice coach. That part coming to you with another episode of the Speakeasy podcast, where we talk about what it means to be the successfully paid speaker or author. With that being said, guys, I got to ask the question, with it being 2020 and a new year, how bad do you really want it? When it comes to being the speaker or the author, how bad do you want it? I mean, do you want it I'll fit it in type want it, or do you want it 4 a.m. type want it? We're going to be talking about that today on this episode. And by all means, let us know how these episodes are resonating with you. Give us a review over on Apple Podcasts by going to bit.ly/Speakeasy Podcast Show, all lowercase, or check us out over on Podchaser, guys. You can connect with us there as well. Leave us a review, and we'll promise to get back to you. With that being said, let's jump into today's topic. Okay, now is the time where it's new year, new me. Everybody's excited. Everybody's gung-ho. Vision boards are floating through our dreams. I don't know if that's a good thing. But with that being said, this is the time of year where rubber hits the road. You gotta know, do I really want it? I mean, really want it. And if I really want it, how bad do I want it? So as an entrepreneur, there are some things that will flow. There are some things that you got to go and find. There are some things that you got to research. And there are some times where you got to get up off your BUTT in order to get things done. With that being said, I really have to ask this question of the Speakeasy podcast listeners. Guys, are you really ready to go after it? I mean, 100%. One of the things I had to laugh, I always love having conversations with my children because they are the realist. Yeah, children don't hold back. In case you did not know, all of you that have the pleasure of not being a parent, children are 100% real. And they really don't care if it hurts your feelings at times because they're not telling you to hurt your feelings, but they really want you to step it up. And so my daughter in the morning is normally up. She's a 4 a.m. person like me. And she's up. She's getting some things done. She does her work better in the morning sometimes as opposed to trying to do it after school. So she does some after school and then she gets up and does the rest at like 4 a.m. That's, she's an honor student. She's already gotten accepted into the college of her choice. Like, how bad do you want it, right? So I made the statement. I said, yeah, I'm normally up at 4. Because she asked me why I was up so early the one morning with her this week. And I said, well, I'm always up at 4 a.m. She said, no, Mom, you used to be up at 4 a.m. You don't get up at 4 a.m. no more. You get up at like 6. Ouch, 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 right? That one hurt. So the reality check that she gave me basically put my BUTT in gear because for a long time, yes, I was that one that was getting up at 4 a.m. And I had my posts done on social media by a certain time. I had research done by a certain time to the point where I could literally shut everything down by 4 p.m. in order for me to be there with my children and do things with them. Now, let's rewind it back a bit. I've had different things come up in my business. I've had the addition of things. I've had to bring on new team members. So there's been a lot going on. It's been a lot of hustle and bustle in the backdrop. But I've had some nights where I stayed up late and I didn't get up early. Now, granted, hustle is hustle. Let's be honest. Whether you are the night owl or the early bird, hustle is hustle. So if you're getting up at 4 a.m., kudos to you. If you're staying up till midnight, 1 o'clock, kudos to you. I'm normally not a late night person, but I had been trying to get some things done later at night, even though my mind is in a fog. Here's the reality check. If you say you really want it, then why are you doing something that's opposite of what's going to work best for your business, your brand, work best for you as a speaker, work best for you as an author? Why are you going against the grain when you don't need to? I know. I felt that break. It hurt. Like right in between my eyes. Why am I trying to stay up late to get things done if I'm not that type of person? I'm the early bird. I'm 4 a.m. 4 a.m., I have the clearest mind. Ideas just flow, and I'm ready to type. I'm ready to do all types of things, research, this, that. And I can tell you what happened. And I'm telling you this because I don't want you to fall into this same habit, especially with it being so early in the year. Distractions. And so I used to be so on it when I got up in the morning that I would be able to post on social media, on several social media, literally platforms. I would be able to have my day scheduled out, what I needed to do, think about what I needed to type up for the day or what I needed to focus on. I would have all of that done when I woke up. And that would keep me focused because I knew by a certain time I had a meeting. By a certain time I had a podcast interview. By a certain time I had my kids were getting home and I knew that it would be a little more noisy in the house. I knew that by a certain time I had some things to do. I was becoming a slacker. Like, can you imagine it? Me. She, me, her. The single mom that takes care of 4 teenagers, that rocks it out, the live streaming boss, the queen of video, the introvert that shows up as an extrovert. I was slacking. Dang. I hate it when my kids are right. So I had to go back and say, all right, I can't be a slacker. So what does that mean? Now, here's where you find out who's the real one and who's just make pretend. The real one is going to say, I'm going to make the change today. What do I need to do today to start? The one that's not the real, the one that's perpetrating the fraud is going to say, okay, I'll start fresh on Monday. Guys, it's Wednesday right now when I'm recording this. So if I wait till Monday, first of all, the drive is gone. The momentum is gone. And then on top of that, guys, am I really going to remember on Monday that on Wednesday I said I would start getting up at 4 a.m. again and really getting some things done? Because between Wednesday and Monday, a whole lot can happen. So, I got to ask this question. And some of you may not answer it because, it hurt a little bit. I know it hurt me. When the brick hit me, it hurt like heck. So I know it hurt a lot of you. How bad do you really want it? I mean, do you want it 4 a.m. bad? Do you want it get up and go walk every day bad? Do you want it no matter what the temperature is, I'm going to make it happen bad? Show up at the event even though I'm an introvert bad? Do you want it bad enough that you're willing to go outside of your comfort zone? Outside of that place that makes you feel all warm and tingly on the inside? Do you want it that bad? Can I tell y'all something? The goals that I have for 2020, I want it bad. I mean, so bad that I can taste it, I can feel it, I can see it. It is right at the tip of my fingers. I want it. Everything that is due me, I want it. The new program that we're in, that we implemented, the volunteers, the team, the flow of cash that's about to come in. I wanted the speaking opportunities on stages. I wanted the podcast interviews. I wanted so bad that I am preparing for it now. And I'm showing up to do it. So you guys know I never leave you without a couple tips, right? So if you're saying that you really want it bad enough now, I mean, really want it bad enough, determine, are you that early bird or that night owl? So you can put an extra hour in on your business. Figure out what you need to do, who you need to talk to, and determine that you're going to have at least one conversation a day that moves your vision forward. Now that's hard. I'm going to tell you why that's hard. Some of y'all not talking to the right people. But if we can just have one conversation a day that's going to move our vision forward, if that's the deliberateness that we are going to have, we're going to have that deliberate mindset that I'm going to have one conversation a day that will move my vision forward, then the conversations will begin to show up because we're seeking them out. Are you willing to seek it out? Are you willing to get in the dirt and dig for what it is that you really want? Man, I can tell you, I look and I go, man, I coulda, woulda, shouldas will always pop up in your head. Thinking that you're not good enough will always pop up in your head. Don't think that it won't. But guess what? The determination starts with you. If you want to make it, if you want to go ahead and reach some things that are really going to be successful, then guess what? You're going to have to make some moves. And you're going to have to go above and beyond just the average. See, when I ask the question, how bad do you really want it? The answer has to be bad enough to be able to fight for it. Bad enough to be able to go above and beyond average for it. If that means 4 a.m., then 4 a.m. here I come. Conversations every day, conversations here I come. Here's the pitfall that I want you guys to be on the lookout for, though. As entrepreneurs, we get into this nasty, nasty place of comparing ourselves to someone else. And we don't need to. We don't need to. Why? Because there's something unique within us. And our journey is going to be different. So there's no reason for us to compare ourselves to anybody else. It doesn't matter how many people they have in their membership, how many people they have buying their products and services. Trust and believe. I was talking about it on a live stream. I said, we fell for the okie doke. Let's just be honest. I said, okay, you know what? Never mind. I won't tell your business. I'll just tell mine. I fell for the okie doke. I fell for the numbers. I fell for the titles. I fell for all of that when I came into the industry, deciding that I was going to rebrand and be the face of my brand in 2016. It's 2020. My whole mindset is shifted. I'm not focused on the numbers. I'm focused on the right numbers, the conversion, the success rates. Not the success rate just of me, the success rate of my clients. That makes a difference. Listen, we were talking about it and I said, it's time out for all of these entrepreneurs that are going and getting scammed and flim-flammed by this one and that one and putting out thousands and thousands of dollars with no results. I need results. I need results. So with that being said, I know that you guys have some phenomenal things that are in the works, and I'm proud of you. But guess what? We got to take it a little bit deeper. We got to go a little further. We got to be willing to do it 150 to 200% if we want to see some big changes this year. So it's 2020. How bad do you want it? I want it bad enough that I'm going to get at least 6 books published this year. Y'all know I'm on a goal to 100. I want it that bad. How bad do you want it? Let me know. Reach out. Join the conversation over in the free Facebook community. We would love to have you. World Voice Community. That's bit.ly/World Voice Community. I would love to have you come in, join the conversation. How bad do you want it? And when you determine how bad you really want it, everything changes. With that being said, this is another episode of the Speak Easy podcast, where we talk about what it means to be the successfully paid speaker and author, with your host, the voice manager, Altavice Pelzer, founder of the World Voice League, a virtual network of female speakers coming together to impact social change. I am super excited to connect with you. So make sure that you check us out at World Voice League across social media. Connect. Tell us how these episodes are resonating with you. And until next time, don't forget to press it out. See ya.